Good morning, everybody. It is December 27th, 2025, and I am on my very first longer road trip in travel and tests. My new Tesla Y, Model Y, that is. And it's the end of a year. It was a difficult year. Some of you may know. It started out a little bit rocky while I was still a trustee on a village board, with a little bit of a controversial vote. Turned great when I traveled with my husband and some good friends to the UK and Scotland, and ended in Prague with my husband for a Andre Rieu concert, and that was in May. And then when we got back, started getting much more difficult. First, we found out my dad was in the end of life, and so we made plans to go down to my hometown in Indiana to visit him with all my siblings, of which I'm the baby of 6. Actually, let me rephrase that. I'm not quite the baby of 6. Well, I'm the baby of 6 full siblings, and then I've got a younger stepsister. And so I guess you could say there's 7 of us. So anyway, we all gathered with my dad and my stepmom in my hometown to be with my dad on Father's Day, knowing full well it was going to be the last one we got to share with him. And it was a great weekend. And but a day before we left, we found out that my husband had a new form of something, probably cancer. We thought it was the progression of one cancer that he had, but it turned out after we got back that it was something totally different. And so he underwent some major surgery and was recovering well from that. And towards the end of the summer, Labor Day weekend, we went up to our cabin up north, and we just had a wonderful weekend. But apparently, the chemo, the surgery, everything just kind of took a toll on my husband, and he became very ill after that weekend, or during that weekend, I should say. And he died on September 7th. Very difficult day. And anyway, it's been a past few months we've been dealing with moving forward. And I made some changes in my life. I retired. I moved it up a year and a half. And I am now fully retired as of noon on Christmas Eve, just a few days ago. And now I am heading down to my hometown again to spend a week with family and friends for the new year, and to just kind of get a new start on just jumpstart my new year. And so on my trip down, I am listening to Hal Elrod's Miracle Equation. If you've never read or listened to that book, I highly recommend it. I've listened and read it a couple of times, and I decided this was a perfect time to revisit it, as I am looking for my reset and to get my head back in a good place. And so this is what I'm choosing to do for my new year. What are you choosing to do for your new year? you might want to listen or read Miracle Equation by Hal Elrod. Might help you figure out what to do next. So, merry belated Christmas to everyone, and happy early New Year, and take control. Everyone deserves it.